Hello, welcome to Money Mantan TV. Today we are with Chartered Accountant Hanmandloo sir. Sir, namaste.
Namaste.
Sir, how India became the world's largest rice producer?
Yes.
This is the topic. Could you please explain how it is?
See, now India has achieved a total rice production, means paddy production, of 150 million tons. And also the central government has released 184 varieties of per 25 crops to boost the crop production and enhance farmers' income. See, what happens is farmers' income, the 150 million tons of rice means paddy may be equivalent. Rice production is really a great achievement for Indian farmers, and all this credit goes to hard-working farmers. Those who are working hard to grow more paddy and quantity-wise, quality-wise, as well as what we'll call productivity also. Though land yielding not increasing that much, but because of high yielding varieties of rice, the farmers could able to get more production of rice through paddy, and that is giving better income, higher quality and quantity to the farmers.
Sir, how have seeds will help climate friendly for getting more better rice production?
See, seeds plays an important role in crops, in every agriculture crop. The seeds plays important. The quality of seeds depend. The best quality of seeds will give better quality of output crop, as well as the quantity also, volume also will increase. The central government has prescribed so many varieties, and recently our present central government has released 184 varieties for 25 crops to boost crop production, enhance farmers' income, and these seeds will reach the farmers very quickly. So all these varieties are developed by Indian Council for Agricultural Research. So all these are authenticated and will be more useful to the farmers, and they will be accessible to the farmers so that the seeds will reach the farmers on time. Because the seeds should reach on time, so before crop season. Otherwise, it will be difficult to say after the crop season. If the seeds reach also, it will be no purpose. So the seeds should reach the farmer in time, and it should be useful for seed activity. So until now, the central government has released 7,205 crop varieties, and out of this 3,236 high yielding varieties have been released. So only in this year, from 2014 to 2025, the present central government has released around 4,000 varieties of seeds which are useful for the farmers.
How will this rice record will help Indian farmers?
What is happening is this increased rice production will ensure food security, supply, and also quality to the consumers. So now India can provide the needed rice to Indian people, as well as the global people also. India can supply the required foods to who are consuming rice. So out of this 184 varieties released by central government, for 25 field crops that is 122 for cereals, 6 for pulses, 13 for oil seeds, 6 for sugarcane, 11 for fodder crops, 24 for cotton, and cotton also. So all these are to enhance the production quality and also increase the quantity also. That is most important. So now with this food security, now India is having abundant food grain stocks, and that will help ensure food security, on-time supply to the consumers based on their needs. And this is possible with higher yields, better quality of produce.
How does this achievement mean for India's food security and exports?
Also, what is happening is Indian, of course, when much of the paddy rice produced in India not able to attract the global consumers. Until now, especially the what we'll call biryani rice was most demand by the most demand from the global consumers. But those people who are residing India residing outside India prefer this normal rice only for their regular food. So they are importing rice from India because Indians are residing any part of the world. They prefer Indian rice only. But those people are using biryani or something special spicy food. They prefer biryani rice only. That is mostly grown in Punjab, Haryana, Kashmir. So those places that rice is most familiar. And also, what is happening is the central government is allowing the exporters to export the rice because we are having a sufficient quantity of rice available for consumers. So the central government is also allowing, after crossing the basic requirement of requirement of rice for the Indian consumers. So that because rice is a essential commodity, it should not become commodity for hoarding and charging high prices. So that should be that every time the government will take precaution to protect the consumers from high pricing and from hoarding, means stocks and unwanted stocks. And all these things are precaution taken. Now we are seeing there is no shortage of rice in any part of India.
What are the steps needed to continue the same growth in future?
So what we need is the varieties. Varieties of seeds should be improved. Varieties of seeds should be made available to the farmers on time, and also crop what we'll call crop protection, and reduce the crop loss. And one more thing we are required is the processing, storage, and also information about market opportunities and delivery to the markets and amounts payments received from the purchasers. So all this will lead to for better income to the farmers, higher quantity, higher quality will come, and higher productivity also possible to the farmers. Because if only the farmers are able to earn better, they will continue in the farming. Otherwise, they may shift to other activities. So it is our duty to protect farmers protect farmers with higher income, stability, as well as respect also. What we need is we need more respect. We need to ensure everyone we should respect the farmers. It is not. It is a dignified profession. It is not undignified. It is not underestimated profession, and it also needs maybe some farmers are maybe not that much literate, but they are doing all the activities, agriculture activities scientifically. We have seen they are using so many techniques. Of course, they may not be knowing technical name, scientific name, but they are using all these methods technically. Now, what is required is now technology is also being implemented in agriculture, maybe drones, harvesting, ploughing, seeding. All these are now it's happening, and all these are the ultimate beneficiaries are farmers. And the only thing what they need is they should know how to use that advanced technology for growing more better crops, reduce the cost, improve the income. So that should be the concept. Means they should reduce spending on unwanted spending and also reduce the crop. Main important loss in agriculture, crop loss, and reduce the crop loss. That will give a lot of income to them. And one more requirement in agriculture is reduce the middlemen. So there are 7 to 8 middlemen are there between the producer and the consumer. It is as soon as the number of middlemen reduced, the percent of the price will increase, the demand will increase, the farmer will get better price, consumer also will get quality product with low price. So minimum support price to the farmers and administered price to the consumers has to be the gap between the price paid by the consumer and price paid to the farmer should be reduced.